The news of a U.S. government shutdown, perhaps unsurprisingly, has left much of the world baffled. That's because it's a pretty rare phenomenon. And by rare, we mean the only other country to ever shut down its government was Australia. And that lasted for only a few hours in 1975. When things get tough elsewhere, you might see a coup or a government collapse, but never a shutdown. Not even in places like Syria, Iraq, and Sudan, which have gone through decades of civil war. Belgium famously went 589 days without an official government. But on the whole, mail was still delivered, trash still picked up, and the caretaker government in place managed to pass the nation's budgets. As for the U.S., we're now in our 18th shutdown in history. So if we know other countries can be just as dysfunctional, why is it they don't have their own shutdowns? One reason, unlike the U.S., parliamentary democracies make up the majority of the world's governments. So in countries like Canada and Japan, prime ministers belong to the majority party, pretty much ensuring passage of their budgets. And even if that doesn't happen, the BBC's Anthony Zurcher explains, conceivably, a parliament could refuse to pass a budget proposed by the prime minister, but such an action would likely trigger a failure of the government and a new election. Maybe Uncle Sam should take a cue from the way Israel handles its budget standoffs. The country's prime minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, told Piers Morgan if lawmakers don't pass a budget, a temporary budget automatically kicks in.
And if you still don't get a budget 6 months later, we all go to elections. You know what, Piers? We always get a budget.
Still, that doesn't explain why even presidential democracies have managed to stay open for business without a spending plan, as Brazil did in 2008. As some observers have pointed out, it may be for one simple reason: because we can. James Fallows at The Atlantic puts it this way: the United States can afford it only because we are still so rich, with so much margin for waste and error. By the way, when Australia shut down its government, Queen Elizabeth responded by simply firing everyone. For Newsy, I'm Elizabeth Hagedorn.